Hello and welcome to Auto Club for the California Dreamin' 400, race 6 of 20 in Season 8 in the Verizon NASCAR Cup Series. Getting ready for what is probably going to be the most chaotic race of the season here at Auto Club. Lots of four-wide action at this track normally. So starting on pole, we have the 88 of Alex Bowman, and to his outside is Parker Klingerman, who announced that this will be his final season. In third is Suarez, and fourth is Tanner Berryhill, fifth Buescher, sixth Kyle Busch, seventh Almirola, eighth Keselowski, ninth Wallace, and 10th Truex. 11th Hamlin, 12th is Preece, 13th is Matt Tifft, 14th is Eric Jones, 15th Harvick, 16th is Kurt Busch, 17th Larson, 18th is Byron, 19th is Bowyer, and 20th is Ty Dillon, 21st is Jeffrey Earnhardt, 22nd Blaney, 23rd is Chase Elliott, 24th is Jimmy Johnson, 25th is Matt DiBenedetto, and rounding out the field, 26th will be Joey Logano. Be ready for a lot of 3-wide, a lot of 4-wide, and a lot of crashes. Pace car peels off. And we are green for the California Dreamin' 400 Auto Club. As we round off turn 4 for the first time, it looks like Alex Bowman will still hold on to the lead and lead lap number 1 as a large pack begins to form. Lots of 4 and 5 wide, and they will keep it straight into turn 1 this time, though. A bit of squirrely, though. They are running 5 and 6 wide almost, so it's to be expected down the backstretch. Here comes Suarez to try and shoot through the middle, going into 3. Huge pack behind the leaders right now. As they round off turn 4, Truex sideways, and they're in the wall. Klingerman around, Truex involved, Ty Dillon spins. First caution. Bowyer wrecks as well. 43's involved. And they're wrecking after the caution flag. Almirola spins. Kurt Busch gets a piece of it. Almirola gets spun out after the caution flag. Big crash on the first lap. Or second lap, excuse me. Let's look at how it started. So it looks to be here on the inside. Ty Dillon, they were 5 wide in that midfield, and Ty Dillon is getting hit. Ooh, Truex moved down as well. Bowyer and Ty made contact. Truex sideways, they almost saved it, and then Klingerman in the wall, Truex spinning. Bowyer takes a pretty big hit, so does Ty Dillon. And then they wrecked again after the caution flag, and it was Almirola who spun out. I'd like to get a look at this. It looks like... Oh, Suarez actually came down on Hamlin, and Buescher went around. And it looks like Almirola also spun out on his own. He put Kyle Busch in the wall under caution, so that's an interesting turn of events there. A lot of cars that were running up front got taken out. And I do not believe they pit. Well, maybe a couple cars did, other than the leaders. Yeah, some of the cars that were involved in that crash did pit, obviously, so we will be back once we drop the green here at Auto Club. Right after this. Ready for green here at Auto Club. 2 cars out of the race, being Buescher and Truex. The other cars that were involved in the separate crashes are both still in the race, and some of them elected to stay out on track, so They might be in the way of some other cars that were fast but decided to pit. Pace car onto pit road. Into the restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Bowman with a good getaway over Tanner Berryhill in second. Hamlin did not go on the restart. Here comes Larson and Jones trying to make a move on the inside. Berryhill looks to the inside of Bowman for the race lead. 3 wide for third, 2 wide for the lead. You can see cars already off pace. Almirola definitely slow. And, oh! Preece almost dumped him down the backstretch. Almirola saved it. What a save by the 10 car. Bit of single file, bit more calm racing now, but they are still going side by side quite a lot. And the first car that isn't Alex Bowman that leads a lap will be Tanner Berryhill, leading in the 97. As they head down into turn 1, here comes last week's winner, Kyle Larson, to try and fight on the inside, and they're in the wall! DiBenedetto, hard hit. Hamlin takes a big shunt as well. Second caution of the day. DiBenedetto hard in the outside wall. Coming back to the caution flag, who will be the leader? Larson looks like he's probably going to have it. 2 Toyotas battling side by side for second. Berryhill will win out that fight. And Jones will still get third. And we will look at the caution with DiBenedetto smacking that outside wall. That was a big hit for the 95. But first, let's see if we're going to have any drivers pitting this time. Have a quick look. If none of them pull down to the inside, it doesn't look like they're going to pit. No cars down pit road. Everyone is staying out, it seems. We'll be back with green flag after we get a look at the caution. And actually, before we get to pit stops, we are having a couple cars going down pit road. The highest current car that decided to pit was third place Eric Jones. Drops into the pit lane. A couple other cars include Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, and Denny Hamlin, all into the pits. And Eric Jones will probably win that race off. And let's look at the caution. I'm not going to do a transition for this. Give me a moment. All I know is that DiBenedetto took a huge hit to the outside wall. So let's have a look at what happened going down into turn 1. So it seems to be between Ryan Blaney and Jimmy Johnson. Blaney just moves the 48 out of the groove and just sideways was Jimmy Johnson, and Blaney doesn't let off. Jimmy hits the 95, and he slams that outside wall. Big hit for the 95. Hamlin takes a hit as well. And that brings out the caution. DiBenedetto isn't out of the race yet. He's still on pit road, but I doubt he'll be back on track anytime soon. And now the 95 is out. He is retired from the race. And we will be back with green flag momentarily. Preparations for green flag. Kyle Larson leads, with second being Tanner Berryhill. Third is pole sitter Alex Bowman. Fourth, Matt Tifft. And fifth is the culprit that caused that accident, Ryan Blaney. Cars at pit are now in the back, and Jones is going to have a lot of traffic to work through after he made his pit stop. But the question is, did he have to make that pit stop? Did the other guys still have to pit? Pace car onto pit road. Drop of the green, we're racing again. Larson with the jump on Tanner Berryhill, who drops back. Alex Bowman will look to the inside on the restart. He will get there into turn 1. Cars off pace. Hamlin stuck behind Almirola. Almirola, ooh, he got hit by Hamlin. Hamlin is... Oh! Oh, Kurt Busch in the wall, and Eric Jones, the guy that pit from third, he gets damage. In the wall is the 20. No caution. Terrible news for Eric Jones, who pit to try and strategize and maybe even win the race on strategy, and now he gets crashed by the slow cars. Meanwhile, the race for the lead, Kyle Larson holds on. Matt Tifft laying on the bumper of that 97, trying to move him out of the groove. Ooh, he hits Bowman because he got sideways off the bumper of Tifft, but that helped him get a run because Bowman had to get out of the gas. Can Berryhill slot into the low lane? He can. To the inside is the 97. Still a lot of this race left. We haven't been going for very long. Ooh, 4 wide for the lead at the stripe. It was still Kyle Larson. No, it was Tanner Berryhill leading that lap. Here comes Ryan Blaney down low. Larson way up in the high groove, as is Matt Tifft. Oh. Tifft Larson was last week's winner, and the week before that was Tifft, who was pushing the Larson down the backstretch. And into 3. Tifft is still locked on the bumper of that 42. As they round off turn number 4, Ryan Blaney, can he take the race lead? He will. Alex Bowman, pulse hitter, trying to take back the lead. He's led a lot of laps today. Led most of the early race. Into turn 3, Joey Logano riding the bumper, Kyle Busch, not Larson. Why did I say Larson? Anyways, Busch slots up into the mid-groove. Still 3 and almost 4 wide down the backstretch. Ooh, Larson with an aggressive move on Berryhill to make it 4 wide in turn 4. Alex Bowman will return to the race lead in the 88. Dominant performance so far by the 88. But still a lot of racing left. Ooh, Blaney to the inside of the 88. He betrayed him going into turn 3, and Bowman's going to drop a lot of positions. Chase Elliott takes the top spot now. Down the backstretch. Here comes Logano on the inside, the Daytona 500 winner. And I believe, are those a couple cars pitting? No. Byron was just on the apron. I think he's a lap car. He isn't. He was just slow off the turn. He falls outside the top 10. Ooh, Blaney with a dangerous block going into turn 1. But they keep it straight. 3 wide for the lead. This will give the 4th place car, Kyle Larson, a chance to maybe get back up to the front. Larson and Tifft have been working together a lot in this race. They've just been bumper to bumper basically the entire time, and here comes Larson. Trying to get to Bowman to push him clear for the lead. He will. Tifft still trying to stay behind Larson, it seems. No, he's going to finally betray him. Almost 5 wide for the lead at the stripe. Off into 1 again. 6 wide almost in 1 and 2. That is lapper Eric Jones coming out of pit lane. He LePages! Around goes the 47! Wrecked on the backstretch. Is the caution out? Yes, it is. Around goes the 47 of Preece. And here comes Kurt Busch, another lap car. He puts Elliott and Blaney in the wall. 3rd caution. Elliott loses a ton of spots. And how about Matt Tifft to take the race lead? One of the rookies this season. Eric Jones just took out Ryan Preece. I'm not sure if anything happened between them early on in the race or something. I'm pretty sure Jones actually LePaged in the 500 as well. He is the only driver to ever LePage, as in come out of the pits and take out a lead lap car. And he's done it twice. And it looks like Kevin Harvick might be pitting, as well as a couple others. A lot of cars coming down pit road. Erik Jones just frustrated, probably, after getting taken out multiple times. Kevin Harvick to pit. So does Kyle Busch. And also Parker Klingerman, who is running inside the top 10. Good run for him. Couple other cars pit, some of the lappers. Priest, one of them. And Erik Jones just took out one of the leaders. And he will move up a couple positions, but he will still be kind of towards the back. And we will return momentarily. Ready for green here in Auto Club. No other cars out of the race. Jones and Priest both stay in. Elliott dropped a lot of positions after he got hit. I believe he pit after getting put in the wall by Kurt Busch. 3 cars start a lap down. Erik Jones, Jimmy Johnson, and Kurt Busch all lap down. Pace car in the pit lane. Green flag back in the air. Tifft with a good getaway. Not so much for Alex Bowman. Here comes Jeffrey Earnhardt. Jimmy Johnson tried to look on Erik Jones for that position. But obviously these guys are lappers, and a lot of the lead lap cars are trying to go behind them for some reason. Brad Keselowski actually is in a decent running position. And Tanner Berryhill's really slow down the backstretch. So far off pace is that 97. Is he out of gas? The 97's out of fuel down the backstretch. Oh, huge hit. Big crash down the front stretch. It is Jeffrey Earnhardt, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Preece gets a piece of it. Hamlin's bad day continues. Keselowski also gets a piece. Yet another caution. And Erik Jones almost got back on the lead lap. What's happening to Alex Bowman? Bowman's out of gas as well. The dominant car runs out of fuel. Can he coast to pit road? I don't think he can unless he got a shove or something. He is slowing tremendously. Bad news for the 88, who was dominating this race, and he is out of gas. As is Ryan Blaney. Now the question is, does this become a fuel mileage race? Because a lot of cars are running out of fuel. Blaney might make it to his pit stall, but it looks like Alex Bowman's probably going to come up short. And that is huge damage for the 47. His day is done. Tanner Berryhill makes it back on the track after running out of gas. It looks like Bowman's out. Will he be able to coast to the exit of the pit lane? I'm probably not. Blaney will just barely make it to his stall. It seems. He's going about 20 miles an hour. And Bowman might make it just barely. We will see. And all these guys are just confused and baffled, and it looks like the lappers of Erik Jones and Jimmy Johnson might get back on the lead lap. I think Alex Bowman, no, Tifft pits under that caution flag. He was probably low on gas. It looks like Bowman is not going to make it to his stall. Blaney is still in this race. He gets fueled up and going. But Bowman is out. Now the question is, are the 48 and the 20 going to get a free pass? Because they are on the lead lap. They are ahead of those... Well, the 20 isn't, I don't think. We'll see if he is once he passes the start-finish. Jimmy Johnson is on the tail end of the lead lap. But he hasn't been given the free pass or anything. Maybe he will when we get going green. Alex Bowman drops a lap down. I think he's out. Bowman got towed to his stall, so he will probably have to DNF out of the race because of that. Normally that is an automatic DNF if you don't make it to your stall. Good. That was pretty good luck for Ryan Blaney, though. He just barely managed to scoot into his pit box, and I think he stayed on the lead lap as well. So, Jimmy Johnson has not been given the free pass yet. Eric Jones is still a lap down, and would have to make up another lap. He's on the tail end of one lap down, and if he gets passed, he'll go another down. It looks like they might actually let the 88 continue in this race. Either way, we're going to go back and look at the caution flag. So coming off of turn 4, Ryan Blaney riding the bumper of the slow 33 and just gets hit. I think he might have gotten hit by Kyle Busch off of the corner. Let's have a look. Blaney all over the back bumper of the 33. Busch didn't hit him, so he just dumped him, and around they went. 33 wrecks. Tough luck for Brad Keselowski. Ty Dillon probably got away with minor damage. Hamlin takes a big crash. Preece slammed into the back of him. I think Dillon will probably still be on pace, most likely. And we will be green this time. It seems they let the 88 continue. Alex Bowman stays in the race, but he goes a lap down. But he will be fast, so if we get another caution and he manages to be up front, he might stay in. I'm not sure how the 33 is still in the race, because that car is junk, but we'll see. As we are coming towards the green flag, they didn't give Jimmy Johnson a free pass. Even though he is on the lead lap, the tail end, albeit, he has not been given the free pass, so 2 lap cars are going to lead the field to green. Green flag. Kyle Busch is the leader, but he has damage in that 18. Since I was involved in that crash. Down the front stretch. Busch riding the bumper of the 48. He moves him out of the groove in front of Kevin Harvick. And Eric Jones leading the field despite the fact that he's a lap car. Kyle Busch to make the move on the inside. Here comes Ty Dillon and Parker Kligerman down the backstretch. Kligerman riding the bumper of the 20 into turn 3. Will he move the 20? He is unable to. Well, he might do it. He might even dump him off the corner here. Oh, contact! Jones saves it. 6 to go. 5 wide back there between some lap cars. Jones brushes the wall and hits Elliott. Elliott up the track. So is Harvick. Kyle Busch in his damaged race car to take the race lead. Down the backstretch. He has help from a fellow Toyota. Here comes Joey Logano to make it 3 wide for second. He's also going to try to go for the lead on Kyle Busch, but can't quite get there as Busch blocks. But he's still going to be there on the inside as Busch goes back up to get help from his fellow Toyota. No crashes in the back. 5 to go. If there's a caution now, the race will end. Joey Logano won the 500 on a caution-shortened race. Here comes Chase Elliott. Almost 5 wide off the corner. Kyle Busch slows down and backs out. Down the backstretch. Harvick into second. Logano with the lead. 4 to go at the stripe. Lap traffic could be a factor if they can catch them into one. Klingerman tried to move Harvick out of the way. Can't do it. Logano and Harvick are probably one of only a couple clean cars in this race. Here comes Harvick, looking low into turn 1. But here comes Chase Elliott to make it 3 wide for the lead. The question is, can he make it stick? The inside normally isn't where you want to be on the front stretch, and you can see now he's losing position. Harvick might be able to stay there on the inside, but can Elliott stay there as well? Ooh, Logano trying to clear down. He is unable to. Here comes Elliott. But Elliott might not have enough speed on the inside. He's probably going to get cleared here. 3 wide for second. Logano trying to clear down. He still can't clear the 9. Elliott has help on the inside from Tanner Berryhill, but Berryhill will leave him out to dry. 2 to go here at Auto Club. We are setting up for what could be a really good finish. Tifft shoving the 97. He moves him out of the groove. Tifft to try and win 2 races in 2 out of 3 previous races. He won Phoenix in his first career win. Can he win another one? Down the back and into 3. Berryhill will have the help on the high side. Here comes Klingerman to try and make it 3 wide. Not enough of a run. He had no help. The white flag at Auto Club. We're racing to the end. Lap traffic will not be a factor. Here comes Tifft with help from Logano. Elliott hits him. They're sideways. Can they save it? They're still straight. Here comes Logano. Elliott tried to hit the 97 out of the groove. They all saved it, but Tifft is going to fall out here on the high side. Racing to the checkered flag here at Auto Club. In a remarkable finish, here comes Elliott, but it will not be enough. Tanner Berryhill will win at Auto Club. In a wild finish, Tanner Berryhill wins it at Auto Club after him and Matt Tifft got together, thanks to Chase Elliott, who will come up second. The remaining top 5 is Matt Tifft in 3rd, Kevin Harvick 4th, and Klingerman grabs 5th. Logano didn't even finish in the top 5 after he could have maybe even gotten a runner-up finish. That concludes Auto Club. Next up will be Watkins Glen, the single-file 355. Joey Logano hold on to the race lead, though, or the points lead, excuse me, over now second place Kevin Harvick. In 3rd is Kyle Busch, and Tanner Berryhill, with his win, moves up to 4th, and Clint Bowyer in 5th. Four out of the 5 winners are in the top 5 points, and the highest winless driver is Kyle Busch in 3rd. Looking at your bottom 3 or in the standings, Jeffrey Earnhardt in last. Second to last is Denny Hamlin. Bad luck continues for Hamlin's team, and Martin Truex Jr. in 24th. So not a great season for Joe Gibbs, as two of their 4 drivers are in the bottom 3 in standings, and only one of them is inside the top 20 in points, as Jones is in 23rd, so not a good season for Joe Gibbs. And or 6 race winners, not 5, excuse me. We've had a different race winner every single race so far. And that'll do it for Auto Club. We'll see you next race at Watkins Glen. Have a good one.